Thanks for joining us. We start with remarkable progress for a local state senator shot multiple times in his home by an alleged assassin. Take a look at this photo released late Monday by the Hoffman family. Senator John Hoffman is smiling and giving a thumbs up after he was released from the hospital. The senator was shot 9 times in his home just over 3 weeks ago in what police say was a targeted attack on lawmakers. Hoffman's wife, Vet, was also shot multiple times. She was released from the hospital last month. According to the family, Senator Hoffman still faces a long road to recovery. Hoffman was visited in the hospital by former President Joe Biden when he was in town for the Hortman's funeral. The family says Hoffman will be transferred to a rehabilitation facility to receive further care. That same targeted attack killed Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark, leaving an empty seat in the House chambers. This week, a Brooklyn Park City Council member announced that he plans to run for the seat. Christian Erickson was elected to the Brooklyn Park Council in 2022. He announced he will run for the House District 34B seat, which serves portions of Brooklyn Park, Coon Rapids, and Champlin. The timeline for the election hasn't been set yet. That decision lies with the governor. State law says the election has to happen before the next legislative session in February. Local candidates are already starting to announce intentions to run for the 2026 elections. One of them is Maple Grove City Council member Christy Janigo, who plans to run for state Senate seat currently held by Senator Warren Limmer. I spoke with Janigo Tuesday morning about her decision to run. After 2 years on the Maple Grove City Council, Christy Janigo is hoping to move her work to a bigger stage.
I hope to get out there yet this summer and fall to talk to people, visit their communities.
Janigo will run as a Democrat for Senate District 37, which includes her home of Maple Grove.
So I've spent a lot of time in St. Paul crafting bill legislation, finding bipartisan authors, testifying in committees, and advocating for these bills to come to fruition for the expansion of veteran benefits.
Janigo is a veteran and works with many veterans organizations. She hopes to expand this work as an elected official. Another one of her focuses is infrastructure for growing communities.
So it's been really neat as a council member to see this growth kind of come to fruition, and I want to make sure the communities are supported in their development process.
But Janigo's run won't be easy. Senator Warren Limmer, a Republican, has held a Maple Grove Senate seat since 1995. In the most recent session, he worked on the elections, public safety, and rules and administration committees. Limmer did not immediately respond to CCX's request for comment. He hasn't announced an official run yet, but is expected to. The District 37 seat will be up for election in November 2026. The summer months in Minnesota involve family vacations, and that's especially true around the 4th of July holiday. Yet, all of the summertime fun has created a critical need for blood donations. But as Dylan Cleveland reports, a Plymouth church is answering the call.
It is the gift of life.
Giving back to those in need can take on many different forms. And at Plymouth's Messiah United Methodist Church,
people should always do this. It's a big deal.
People like Brad Karen are taking time out of their busy summer to give the gift of life.
I've been doing this for many, many years, and as O negative, I'm one of the major contributors to cancer centers and infants.
Karen is one of several dozen people who signed up to donate blood here at the church, which hosts Red Cross donor drives almost every month.
Our facility's like the perfect facility to do it in. We're in a really centrally located area.
Pastor Tammy Lukehart says the church started doing this 3 years ago as a way to give back, and the congregation and community responded.
Being able to host it here and to invite our own folks to be part of the donating community is an opportunity that we just feel like is something that we can and should do.
This particular drive comes at a convenient time for the Red Cross.
Every summer, there's a dip in blood donations.
Lynette Nyman says the Red Cross needs to collect around 13,000 units of blood every day to help meet needs around the country. But that becomes more difficult around the 4th of July.
They're just not thinking of it this time of year. Schools are out, summer holiday, disasters across the country.
Which is all the more reason why they're thankful to the church for keeping these drives going. Meanwhile, the donors don't leave empty-handed. And as an extra added bonus, anyone who donates blood between now and July 14th will get this lovely pair of Red Cross sunglasses. Yet for folks like Karen, he's not here for the freebies or style points.
Everybody should be doing this because it's a vital importance when you're in the hospital.
In Plymouth, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
The city of Golden Valley has received a massive data request, so big that the city had to hire outside help to go through documents. City officials say they've seen a nearly 30% increase in data practice requests this year. One of those new requests includes more than 100,000 emails. City staff members say they need help to redact private information from the emails before making them public. They plan to spend about $55,000 on a temporary law clerk position to help out.
If you were to spend about 1 to 3 minutes per email, this particular request would take several years of full-time, 40 hours a week, full-time staff.
I feel like we are continuing to add positions, and are these positions really needed when we have people already in place? And just what do we have to do to be creative?
The council voted 3-2 to create the new position. The council also wants the city to explore new AI software to help with data requests. In Maple Grove, the city council will soon review plans for a new industrial building. According to city documents, a development company is proposing a new 134,000 square foot industrial warehouse and office building on a vacant site within the gravel mining area northwest of Highway 169 and Interstate 94. This is also next to the Minnesota Science and Technology Center under construction, which will be anchored by Boston Scientific. The Maple Grove Planning Commission recommended approval of the new building. If approved by the City Council, construction could begin this fall.